you can get it over. That slipped right out of it. On the other hand, don't wear yourself out. You got a long game ahead of us.
Yeah, one practice the other before you practice back, so we use the hotel for it.
All right, we're just getting underway here in draw 10.
And I would like, so obviously it was funny.
Trying to determine what our feature sheet's gonna be.
I had power of attorney my mom that she would sign it because they were afraid of me carrying COVID on me.
Okay, so out on the ice we have games from the A event and the B event.
As a buyer. Yep. I sat in the back of the car. We had to do the closing in the car. I sat in the back row. My mom was UA. And so when I had been like living in finance a year later, and I had to do it all myself. But she was like, listen, it was allowed to be on campus and allowed to go to campus. She was like,
All right, in the A event, on sheet D, we've got Nick Miles versus Lee Franklin's teams. And on the other A matchup is... That might be the only A. On sheet A, we have a B event. On sheet C, a B event, and sheet B. So A, B, and C are a B event. D is our A event matchup. So checking in on sheet D. Team Miles trying to draw around these guards. Didn't quite get it there. We're not sure who has the hammer, but let's see, are there any rocks behind the house there? Okay, this is Lee, Team Franklin's hammer this end. She's got 2 in the house already. She's gonna try to come through that port. And they're sweeping it for line. Just crashed on the guard. Well, she did roll behind cover and is shot. Miles will try to run his own back into it. This is Logan's second rock. Got a piece of it. That's spilled it to the back of the 4-foot. Oh, back 8-foot. Check in on the rest of our action here. A lot of rocks in front of the house early in this matchup. It's been a fast ice this weekend, so everyone's making a little adjustment. It's slowed down a bit today. Let's check sheet D. Trying to draw around again. Crashed on the guard and spilled another yellow in. But red still is shot there in the back 8 foot. Nick's liking the tap up here.
Squirrel, that's barely worth the ammo.
This is Adric's first shot at the first end. A little heavier than he wanted, but he removed the red, and they're now lying 3. In the B event here on sheet B, Team J Posh, he's trying to have Anna draw around their corner guard. A little too strong, but that hung around. Back to our sheet D A event. Cliff wants to try and rattle these 2 of these yellows out. Trying to hold it. Just over curled. Open things up a bit for him. Team Vermilla on sheet B just missed catching that back red. And John says, let's guard that up. Tough to have a guard that deep with those guards. I think he needs to put this at about a 1 guard. But maybe it's straighter than I think.
So then we get to 2021. So we decide, like, we have.
Yeah, over curled, so they want to try to get a piece of the house. And looks like they did. Oh, just short actually. All right, check in on D, our A event here. This is Cliff's second rock. Trying for at least a double takeout here. It's over curling on him again. Be lucky to jam on that back yellow. All right, yellow is still lying 4. Good news for Lee is it is her hammer this end, so she's gonna have that last rock to cut him down or try to get to 1. Joining me for the color commentary.
Hey, how's
Carl.
it going?
How's it going, Carl?
Yeah, it's going well. We should have some good ice, just freshly scraped. There wasn't any pebble left on it when I got done, so I'm expecting to see some good speed.
Great
The curl will
job.
come in about an end, probably, and we'll see some really good shots, hopefully.
All right, so let's go back over to sheet D, our A event. And Nick's trying to cover up the center there.
Protect what he's got.
Yep, he's line 4 right now. It is Lee's hammer, though. And they wanted a little more out of that. It looked like it lost handle in a kind of reversed direction.
Just a touch, maybe. Might have been a light handle at the end there.
One thing we know for certain is it wasn't the ice. Just freshly scraped by Carl. Perfect ice out there.
It was looking great at the end of it. So. Yeah. They've got a lot of work to do here with that shot. So.
Check in on sheet B. They're trying to raise their own.
They're on that. They're on it.
Looks
That's good.
Pretty good. Ed likes that result.
Yeah, it's nice and buried.
So what does Lee do here? I think this is her first.
I think she's going to try to throw a lightweight hit and roll. Hit the one in the center, get it off of the center line, and roll under cover.
Now, do you think you can hit that yellow thick enough to double off the one in the back?
I don't
think so either.
With the way it's frozen on top,
it's got to be nose, and it's tough to get to nose the way that's cornered on there.
I don't think you're getting to nose where it's at unless you're running the red. And
well, there is the running it back on the other side of that. It might be there.
They might be able to get that.
I think if she hits that right where the handle's pointing, that might make it. She'd at least like to cut this 4 down.
Yep.
I think a decent roll, she could cut them to 1 here.
Yeah, cut them to 1 pretty easily, and then give her a shot at maybe drawing a heavy draw for 1 or 2 afterwards.
All right, and they're sweeping it.
Looks like it's moving early.
The line. Yep, it's going to be on the other one. Let's see how many she can get to go.
She got the back one.
Oh, wow, she almost made it. A little more sweeping, I think, would have been pretty good, but yeah, they're lying.
They might be lying 1. It's close.
I think it's still might be yellow 1, but it's not 4 anymore.
And that's a tricky hit to get that out of there, because you got to come across the face of it and get to nose. If you don't, you're probably jamming on that back yellow.
Jam. So Nick's trying to do the calculus on how he gets it out of there without jamming. I think you got to go hack weight and be okay with pushing it to the back 12.
Very much so.
Okay, he's gonna run the red. Try to spill them both. Well, he doesn't even have to. If his own red guard noses, then he's still out counting it by 2.
Yeah.
He just wants to remove that shot rock and lie 2 when Lee throws her last. See, if we go to the 3 panel, what does that give us? No, we don't want that.
No, we like the other one better. Gives us a much better view of what's going on here. Nick's in the hack, ready to throw.
Nice soft release. Sweeping for line here.
I think they're just trying to draw
drawing,
to cover up.
I thought with that ice he might be trying to run back, but not with that weight.
But that's going to be a solid guard to at least secure their 1.
Yep.
Well, Lee's going to have a...
Cliff's taking a look to see who is 1.
It's close.
See if he indicates what he thinks it is.
They might try to throw a nice, easy draw here and just get a little roll split to get 2. Okay. I don't know if you're going to get enough curl from that edge, but...
I was looking at that angle raise.
Apparently they're thinking their shot if they're going to think that angle raise. Now this is the shot I was thinking that they were going to take. This looks like a draw in.
You think that's enough ice? They don't need to flirt with that red guard. They just need to be full 8. I would take more ice, but maybe it's straighter than.
I think it's a little straighter on that edge out there. I'd be a little hesitant about going too much into that 12-foot. That board side is always a little straight out on that edge.
There is a certain point of no return out there on the wings. All right.
They're on it pretty early.
Supers are on it. They're flirting with that guard. I think they're on the guard, but
I
they come across the face of it with enough weight, they might be able to spill it in.
It's a little light. I don't think it's got enough power to do the double tap to get in there.
So we might have a measurement here. Let's go back to our wide angle here. Let's check in on sheet C.
Lots of action on this sheet. There's lots of rocks in play. Little heavy. Looks like 2 yellow. Steal a 2 yellow for.
Steal a 2. Was it red or yellow?
It was 2 yellow.
2 yellow.
Yeah.
And sheet B.
Ed's trying to draw another one in here, it looks like.
Is this Ed's last? Yeah, this is the hammer.
Oh, he's on the guard up top.
So it is a force for J. Posh.
I'll do this one. Yeah.
And it is a measurement on D. They've elected for the laser.
Looks like the juniors on the sheet 1 took their first point in the first end. Over there. They're pulling out the measurement over here on.
Yeah. They started with the laser and it must have been too close. And they're gonna use the measuring device.
I've given up on using the laser unless I have to. I will always use the traditional measuring stick. I find it's a lot more accurate.
I agree. Too much play in that hole with the laser.
And honestly, for the amount of time, it's about the same either way, using either device. I will tell you about some of the most unique measuring devices I've ever seen. I want to say in Columbus, they use a measuring tape that's attached to a board with a screw in it for their distances.
I'm having trouble picturing how that would work.
Oh, well, it's almost like the laser, except you have the measuring tape right there instead, and you just pull it out to where you need to.
So you butt the tape up against the rocks.
Yep.
They've got some 30-second tick marks on that measuring tape.
Mm-hmm.
All right. J. Posh on sheet B. Got a nice little takeout.
Looks like it's coming up to speed. We have some people throwing rocks through the house this second end already.
Yeah, it was a lot in front of the house, but I think you're right. We're up to speed. It's been some fast ice this weekend.
That's what he did last year.
Looks like Josh is calling for a big hit here on that center sheet, trying to run the red, yellow. And he's just a hair wide.
Just wide. Mike's going for the double center guard here.
Not a bad setup to start.
Mike likes to play the tap strategy.
Sometimes it can be a little easier on that fast ice.
Did he line up a double?
I don't think the double is there with the way that red is frozen on top.
Check the overhead view here. Oh, that's sheet B. Let's try the right sheet here. Sheet C. And I'd have to hit the...
You got to hit the red on the inside of it.
Yeah, on the center line side, and maybe catch a piece, but you got to throw some weight.
It's moving pretty quick. They're on it early. I think it's just going to flash it again.
Now I think Mike ought to put one on the center line.
Either on the center line or bury another one. I don't mind burying another one on a... Get a little Christmas tree set up. Nancy Ann's let it go. It's coming down the ice. They're not on it yet.
Now
you're going to get that nice center guard that Jason wanted right there. Little high, but that's not a bad thing right now.
Now, it covered off the side of the rock for the double. So I'll peel the guard. Check back in on our feature sheet here on sheet D.
A couple of biters right there.
So they hung the score, and it was
one yellow.
A steal of one. So Lee maintains the hammer. She's got 2 in the house.
Edric's really trying to push this.
And
he'll get a piece.
Get a piece. We'll hang around.
And he's that dirty side biter that everybody loves over there once you get him out there on that edge of that 12-foot.
Yeah, fortunate for Lee, she has hammer, so she's not too worried about those outside biters.
I think if I'm Lee, I go the other way, though. I don't like this call. I think I try to split the house since you got the biter that's out counting the other 2. Try to keep them separated.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Pat Moran on the delivery. I think I leave this high and just open because you don't want to set up the double any easier than it is.
He overswept it.
Yeah.
Nick was late on it, but he likes leaving it around for some backing.
It's not a bad shot for Lee because, again, it gets rid of those biters for the time being. Looks like the juniors are sitting a couple over there on sheet A.
Let's check in on the juniors.
Sitting at least one.
It looks like one.
Yeah.
This looks like Mike Hartman on C is trying to draw around, bury another one.
I like this strategy with Mike. Put the pressure on, get some rocks in play.
Oh, very narrow.
But it might work out.
Yeah, he can
get that little tap in separation. As long as he doesn't set up the double, it'll be okay. That'll be real nice.
Undercover behind red. All right, so Adric on sheet D, I think, is throwing a takeout here.
Yep, it's got good weight. They got Logan on it. Trying to get it to move
Trying to
just
push
a
it.
bit. They got it to start moving. Let's see what happens.
Looks like a good result.
Yep.
A little roll.
Sit on
Yeah,
top of
they
their
like
own
that.
back there.
Nice shot.
Yep.
And on C. Try and get rid of that yellow, and they
That's
did.
a good shot right there.
It's a nice shot.
Picking it out of there.
Looks like we got a takeout attempt on B as well.
As long as it doesn't roll a little too much roll.
Too much roll.
Jay Posh is gonna hit it.
We'll get rid of that.
He's got some tight ice on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna have to figure out how to hide something here. Or John's looking at a big end.
That's a lot of weight. I don't think they need to be
I
on
don't
it
know
too
why they're
much.
sweeping it.
Yeah. The rollout is not a bad thing there. You're still sitting 3 and you're not giving them anything else to freeze on. That's not a bad thing. I think this is Mike's first skip stone on sheet C.
Yeah, looks like Lee's team threw a little heavy on D. Let's check in on C. Just to remove that red.
I think he's got a piece of it.
He's got it.
And he's going to roll it underneath, or not underneath cover, but not in a bad spot. It does set up a tight double.
Does set up a double. You want to nose this for the double, but are you out counting that other yellow if you do?
I think so. I think all you got to do is get that nose. I think you're in deep enough to outcount their yellow over there, and then you might be sitting 2.
All right. Here comes Adric's second on D. Nick says put it right here in the top 8. Right in front of our back 2 yellows.
So a pretty good
They're
spot.
trying to push it.
I don't know if it's going to curl quite enough, but it's right on the
A little
pin.
deep. But
Forces the Lee and have to deal with it.
yep. Lee doesn't mind the jam on the yellows.
No. She just does not want to get this one nose.
It's like she's not going for the roll. She just wants a solid hit on this.
Cliff's got pretty good weight.
Trying to encourage it to curl a little more here at the end.
I don't know if I would be doing that.
Yeah, I think you're in danger of hitting your own out.
That's what I was worried about. Now you do create a nice pocket back there for you to hide something if Nick gets rid of this. So.
Yep. We've got a skip rock
Got Mike
on
Hartman.
A here.
Oh, let's see here. Neil's trying to throw something here. Looks like
He wants to get down to that back yellow and tap it back a little
I like
bit.
the weight. The weight looks pretty good.
I think he's got
Come in enough.
money a line, but it's not going to get there. Cornering on it's not terrible.
That's a pretty good result. You can pick that, but it's pretty difficult with how that yellow is set up over there just inside the 8-foot.
Red's got a skip right coming down on sheet B here. I think he wanted a hit and roll under.
That's a little unfortunate.
Stayed out wide on him.
Yep.
So I think John will have an open, or relatively open draw here for 4.
Yep.
I'm supposed to edit essays now, but I need grade 2, but
Team Ledford on C, still trying to figure out the.
They're trying this
here.
run back, possible double, maybe a run back into directly into that red or into that yellow,
Yeah,
right on the forefoot.
I think nose doubles
Yeah.
and out, and they'd be counting 2.
Joey's calling the sweepers off. Looks a touch wide. Oh, nope.
They might get a single.
Oh, that's
okay.
a good shot.
It is pretty open. Well,
That's the hammer.
That was hammer. Okay.
That's the hammer.
All right, that's
He's
a red
taking his one.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Stops the bleeding and gets back out on the board.
All right, and we've got hammer throws on A and D. It looks like Lee is first on sheet D.
I think this is Lee's first rock on sheet D.
Oh, you're right. Yep. So she'd love to be line 3 at the end of this. Try not to jam on her back. Red. And this takeout.
The weight looks pretty good. See if it's going to move enough. Here it comes. That's a nice shot.
It's a nice shot. Quickly over to A. Also a really nice shot. Well,
Yeah.
still a little,
That's I think yeah,
little
but it's
hard,
a good
but
two.
I think that's 2. Yep.
It's a good 2.
So Nick wants to put one under cover in the back forefoot. Go for a force here.
Also gives him an early chance to sort of feel out his draw weight. With the ice this weekend being as quick as we've had it, it's been a little bit of exploration for every team out there with draw weight.
That's the truth. Back to the wide shot for a minute here. Oh, just missed that on C.
I thought he was going to luck out and get the double tick there, and
I think
maybe hang around in the back.
I think it rubbed some paint off on its way by. That was tight. All right. Here's Nick's last. Pounding the ice, trying to drag it behind that red.
They want to get it frozen that back
I think
red.
they're getting a little hit and roll. This is not a bad result either. So they are shot.
Lee's got a tough double here. It's there, but you gotta.
It's close on whether she needs to double or if she can just knock it back. I think she could score 2 with just a little tap back.
Yeah, but if she gets, this is her opportunity to take a quick 3 too. If she can double that out, she can get 3 because that back one, maybe 4.
Maybe 4. Tough to not jam one of those yellows on the back red though.
It is. I don't think that's what she's
That's
trying.
not the ice for that. She's
I think
trying
she's
the little
just like
tap back.
Yeah, little heavy draw.
Zoom out of here a minute. And they've been struggling with that line on B. It's been really moving out on them. It's the second that's flashed wide.
Well, they might have revised their call there on C or on A. Franklin looks like she's going to be trying to...
On D.
Yeah, D, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like she's going for this double.
She's going for it.
I like the gutsy call. It's early on the game. If you're going to make these calls and try to get your big end, you do it early.
I agree. I think she needs normal weight plus on this to get that yellow all the way out after it hits the back one.
It looks a little light.
I don't think it's got the weight.
You got to keep it hard to get it off of theirs.
Gonna be on their own.
And they're going to give up a steal or two.
That is a steal of 2. Well, they went for it.
Yeah. If you're going to do it, you got to do it early.
Do it early. Time to recover.
Yep. As I like to say, I like to take my risk-reward shots up until about the 4th end, unless I have to take them after that. So.
Now Ed's got 2 in the house with hammer, and he's looked like he's calling for a guard. I'd just put another one in.
At this point, yes, and I think the correct call is to put another one in.
Yeah.
Maybe even spread it out so you're just you don't leave any easy doubles. You know.
Well, I think he might luck out with the weight on this one. I think they might be in.
No, it's like
Well, it needs to check.
It might be through.
It might be through.
So a little break for John. He's not even considering that double. He's just saying, let's get rid of one of these.
Well, where he's sitting, being up by a couple. Yeah, you know, playing the scoreboard a little bit is not a bad thing here.
See what the setup is on A here for Neil.
What's the damn difference?
Neil looks like he's trying to throw the hit and roll here.
I'm not judging you. You're always judging.
I think about board weight is what they're looking for with this shot. With that ice.
How's he doing?
The weight's close.
Yeah,
it's got to move.
Close.
I did a little bit of work on the centers.
I think. Oh, then now they need to sweep it straight. They're not going to get the roll they want. I don't think. Oh, yeah, they got the roll. Nicely done.
Yeah, I did a little extra work on the center lines on this scrape. I felt they were a little higher. We were having to climb up to them. It looks like they're playing a little bit more even.
So talk about how you do that. Is that just more passes down the center?
You usually add a couple extra center line passes, usually with a straight blade, just so you're making sure you can see what's coming up. I love watching how the snow comes off the blade so I can get a good idea what's happening with the ice. We've done a lot of work on the ice the last week with the melt and everything like that. And everybody on the ice crew has had their hand in doing some work trying to get it back up to speed. Now it just needs some rocks thrown on it, and it's been getting flamed.
Wow, look at that double on B.
That's a great shot.
Wow. I don't know if they called it, but that was a great shot.
As I always like to say, I'd rather be lucky than good on many days. So
That's right. And on sheet D, they went for the double and
only split it.
didn't quite have to wait. So. But they've got some jammers back there, which is not the end of the world with hammer.
It looks like Neil on sheet A is setting up a pretty big end over there if he can get a chance to keep those going. He's got the 2 in the house and the guard up over the top. The back one's a little open. You can get a lightweight takeout maybe to that top one. Gracie's calling for the peel of the guard.
Yeah. I like coming the other way on this peel.
I do too, but I don't know if they know the ice better on that side.
Let's see what.
I know Ryan's got plenty of weight. He's got one of the best deliveries in the club, but he's just a hair wide.
Yeah, and reason to come the other way is if you're wide, you
got many options.
You've got some plan Bs. No plan Bs on that side. A lot of rocks in play on sheet C.
Hartman likes to play a junk game if he can get enough stones in there.
This looks like it's going to be close on that tap
look at
up.
that tap
Very
up.
nice.
That's nice.
Over buried.
Grabs a piece of the button.
Yep. That'll be tough to remove. And after our feature sheet, I think this is Logan's second.
I think they're trying to get back down to that red one in the back, but I don't know if it's going to move enough. They're not touching it. It's starting to curl in.
I think
It's going to be close. It should be right on it.
A little too much curl, but it is out counting.
It's going to be a tricky rock to pick out of there.
And Lee says, I'm not going to bother. Let's put one right here on the button. Early enough in the end, she's saying, let's not play around in the back house.
They're on it the entire way. Let's see if they can get it by the guard. They should have been sweeping, make sure that guard's out of the way so they can see that yellow. They lucked out and split it pretty well.
Yeah, they opened things up. It's the good news. So it's Mike's hammer on sheet C. This is he's setting up for his first.
I think he's just trying to draw to the pile there.
I think you just set right on the nose of that red, and you're looking pretty good.
Get in that little pocket, and you'll be in really good shape. I also don't hate it if you're light, but you're not going to get any extras if you're light.
That's true. Yeah, tough to score two if you're light here. You want a little bump, if anything.
I think I would have been on that a little sooner.
You're on it late. You got it.
You had the right line right there.
Yep, that was the right line. That would have been right on the nose of that red if it had been 8 or so feet more weight.
I think I almost always come with that at like almost back line because you're not going to hurt anything.
You're not going to hurt tapping. Back to D here.
He's in a little bit of trouble with those double stacked in the 4. There is a double, but it's very jammy.
He wants to catch a solid piece of this. It's curling over there and just kind of rattles him around.
And like I said, the angles weren't great on that one. So.
If you're going to hit it that thin, you needed a lot of weight. They've built up a nice little wall of backing there.
Yeah, but the bad part for them is it's all yellow counting in that. Because I think yellow is sitting 4 right now.
I think you might be right.
Really, anything on the center line or either side of it is great for Miles right here.
And they're sweeping for curl.
Well, they need it to move. They'd like it to be just about an inch or 2 over that center. Ends nice. That's good.
That's a pretty good spot.
It's going to be a hard draw for Franklin because those 2 split red guards are not in great spots for them to get around.
So Cliff, her vice, has one more. She wants him to take this out and get a little roll behind. Back out to the main view here. Let's see. We've got a hammer on sheet A upcoming.
It looks like a big end right there. If they're not careful.
Watch this shot on D.
It's on that guard.
They're wide.
Oh, don't roll out. That helps a little bit, but not enough.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be of any consequence.
Well, it takes one of those back yellows out, which is nice, but they're still sitting 4.
Yeah.
I think Miles is going to put his foot down and try to put another one in here. Adric, it looks like, is trying to talk him into splitting that rock at the top 8.
I might have is this a hammer on C?
Looks like a hammer.
Yep, this is hammer on C.
I don't know if Mike got enough weight on that to do that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, it's close, but he just didn't get it nose.
So I think this is a...
This looks like a hammer shot over here on A.
It's a hammer on A. Looking at how many?
They're
5?
looking at 5.
Ooh.
Ryan's trying to talk her into throwing a big weight shot here and race and see if she can clear out some of these counters.
And that's a shot to cut them down to 2.
Yeah. Well, if you get the middle one, you might even...
And hit the one on the right first.
Yeah.
And
get those 2, you might cut them to 1. But it's got to be a bullet.
Yep.
I can't tell if they're trying to throw the draw around it to get to the back one.
He's pushing it. I think they've got that shot.
I think they need to both be on it.
Yeah, I think they need to sweep to straighten out. Now I think they're crashing. But that's a
cuts it to 3.
4, maybe.
Maybe 4.
I think that's 4.
Yeah.
So that makes it 6-1 on sheet A, 4-1 on sheet B, 3-1 on C.
Here comes the big shot over here on A,
And this is our,
or D, because it's going to be a,
this is Lee's first shot. And it is her hammer.
they're sitting at least 4.
She wants to get over nose of that red and just a little roll under those double stacked yellows.
What is a 9?
If I'm her, I'm only throwing about back 4, back 8 weight. Just tap it and get a little roll.
Looks like she threw more like board at this, so let's see if it's got the curl.
Nowhere, actually. That's kind of like a fix.
They're jumping it. It's moving.
Oh, it's moving a lot.
They got it good.
Can they hold it? They're holding it.
That's trying.
Just a full on.
Oh.
Like,
That, again, is no help.
badass cat.
Nick's got one more shot here. He's going to try to put up another guard.
Nick says, let's take that shot away, and Lee will be in some trouble.
There's not a whole lot left if Nick gets this in anywhere guard to top 12, top 8.
No, then she's just looking at how can she cut him down.
But so it's funny because Archie's the one that tries to open every door. Rocky's the one. That is true. That's probably the best way to put it.
So Team Miles last rock.
Like he can also
Trying to guard their shot rock.
open the pantry. Yeah, Rocky only wants to open the pantry.
Anywhere in the way.
Line's more important than weight here,
I
boys.
think it's over curling on him, but I think it'll be all right.
Just needed to check up a little bit right there. It's going to be
That'll
fine.
work fine. Well, there.
There's a hair opening there, but you got to...
Yeah, Lee's got to throw it. I think it's there. I think she's got to go for that shot again.
You have to.
Absolutely.
I think this is a board to control.
She doesn't have to roll, just hit it solid and she'll get her 1. So looking at 4.
This is not an easy shot here. You got a small port.
They're trying to hold it out.
Coming in, it's going to be good.
Great. Wow. Great shot, Lee. Wow.
Beautiful shot to take 1 and
really salvage the game with that shot.
If they miss that shot, that might be handshake service.
Absolutely right. Let's see. Jay Posh with a 3-point lead on sheet B. Just put another one in the house. And Ed's looking to draw around.
I guess so. I'm not
now
against,
he's
now
going
he's
for the
looking to hit.
Yeah.
I like the hit better here.
Archie does too.
That's like a, I think that's like a hack to back line hit with that much ice.
That's a lot of ice. A little jittery on the release. Let's see how the line ended up here.
They're jumping
They're
on it early.
Yeah. Archie's top is
They've got to be on this hard if they want to catch a piece and miss that guard.
they get the fortunate tick? No, just a little too much of that top red. But it's going to hang around.
It's a yellow in the house. It is yellow hammer. We got a triple stack of yellow here on sheet C. Let's take a look at that.
Mike's been lining these up pretty well on the center line. He's figured that line out. And
he said, "Thank you, sir. I'll have another." Anywhere on center line will do.
Doesn't matter if it's in the house or out of the house at this point.
He doesn't want to rattle these around. It looks like he's going to be pretty good on this weight.
I think that's going to check up pretty nicely. Give him a little bit more of a Christmas tree on that line.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right with this.
Yeah, I like that. Makes those runs not easy at all. Josh is going to clear it, which is...
Yep. It's hard to see from the overhead shot if he's got room to double with a nose hit, if it can get by his own red. I think it can.
I think it can. Joey's got plenty of weight on this rock. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's over curling on him. He's just going to pick the top one, which is not a horrible result.
Yep. Bad thing about making that nose hit is
you leave yours
right there in the way.
Yeah. I think Mike is just trying to continue the line.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're in the first of Ed's skip stones on B. Let's check in on that.
He's in a little bit of trouble here. Jay Posh is sitting 3.
Drawn against 3.
I like the line and a little worried about the weight.
I want this to catch a piece of red.
He needed to stay on that.
Yep. That's where that communication with the front end is so important. If they're able to yell back and tell the vice this is going to be through, then he could have him on it to catch a piece of that red. It looks like Ed was able to put up his, get that same almost identical guard, but on the other side of the center line.
For Mike, it doesn't really matter which side of the center line it's on. He just doesn't want it dead middle. I mean,
nope.
Yeah. I think it's self-done. You're right. That's going to be like, we need this. You know.
you got some weight on this one.
Don't get the peel.
Whatever routine surgery is.
And spilled the run in.
That's not a bad result.
Not terrible.
At least you're making use of some of those corner guards.
Yep.
They didn't say what if they did angioplasty or what, but it was cool. But they didn't say yeah. Which seems like as long as it's going to bleed out from the thing.
Yeah, food.
Lee is going for a little bit of a unique strategy over here on sheet D. She doesn't have the hammer, but she's throwing under a corner. Now she's trying to put a guard up over there as well to help. It's going to be a little hot, but if they get the tick, it might work out.
I think she wants to not let that set up a double.
That's a little precarious right there. Especially knowing Nick's team, they like to hit if you give them the chance.
So they're not looking at the double here, but
Well, they might be with that ice. He might be throwing normal and just trying to go barely across the nose. Howard's on it hard for line.
they might catch it the other way. Yep, they do.
Well, like
I don't
said,
think that was the call, but maybe it was.
spilling out is not a bad thing for them, though.
No. Apologies, folks. We missed what happened on B there. We'll have to wait till the vice gets down there to hang the score.
Looks like Josh's first skip stone here on C. He's going after the line of Mike Hartman's yellow rocks here. Looks like his line's a little better. Starting to come in. Getting the top one nose here. Might get the
Saw to
double.
remove a few.
That's unfortunate. It was hit well.
It's a good result. Of course, Mike wants to now guard that red from running back.
Either guard that red or throw another one in here to make.
I think you throw another one in.
Yeah. I like curling behind, and then if you end up jamming on your yellow guard and throwing it up underneath the red, it prevents the raise as well.
Are you a Caniac fan? No, I grew up here, so I pull for Caniac.
There aren't too many shots left on A.
There was some.
Looks like we're on the Gracie's first skip stone over there as well. Mike Hartman's also on his last rock as well on C.
So this is A. Let's see, back to C.
Here's Hartman's last. Looks like he's just trying that draw.
Draw or guard? I
No,
think
that's
he's
just a guard.
Yeah.
That's just a guard.
He's going to guard that tap back for that raise. And
As long as it doesn't over curl, he'll be fine. And that's looking pretty decent. It's there, but
I
it's
think
not easy.
It's there, but yeah.
There's a lot of danger in that shot.
You've got to come at it with just enough weight to move that yellow to the back 8 foot. Otherwise, it's hard to not spill.
Yep. I don't know if you can do it without throwing a takeout to be concise enough to get around that yellow. That yellow up top is very close to make it really difficult.
Check in on sheet A. I think this is the first of the yellow stone, the skip stones.
It's a good hit and little roll. Still a sit shot.
Maybe not the roll they wanted, but not bad.
It does leave it open for Neil to take a shot at it. We also are on
The
Josh.
hammer on C.
Yep, it's hammer on C. Josh is.
Check in on that.
Looks like Josh is trying to go for the raise here. Angle raise. I like going for this shot more than I do the other because I don't see this one giving you missing and giving them an extra.
Right.
You know, the yellows on the other
Yeah.
side are much more dangerously placed. That's gonna over curl. I don't know, will you get the bump and roll? So close. But I think Hartman stole another one.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I think it's I think it skips rocks on A over there.
Check in on A.
Gracie's last rock is on the way. Looks like they're trying to hit and spill. But I don't know if they're going to spill. It looks it's going to be close.
Yeah, you need to spill, and they got it.
They got it.
Good.
That's a great shot.
Good shot.
They blank the end, hold on to the hammer in the next and see what they can do with it again. Looks like we're on a Nick's first skip stone over here on D. Looks like Franklin's putting a little pressure on Miles this end. They've got 3 stones in play.
Let's take a look at D. Franklin's counting 3 right now, and this looks like this is over curling on Miles. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, no, he's going to get
nice.
one, and he's going to tuck under cover.
Great result.
Of course, if I'm Franklin here, I think I just try to draw down to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Corner on it.
Because if you can get that nice freeze in there, they're not going to be able to do anything with it. You might get a much needed steal that you need. The warm rim's starting to get a little wild today, as usual.
Setting up for dinner here soon.
Yep. This Saturday, shenanigans in the Triangle Curling Club. Always a lot of fun.
All right, looks like Lee's made up her mind on D.
It looks like they're trying that corner freeze there. It's close on the ice.
I am wearing it well.
Oh my God! Yes!
All right, this is the last rock of the end for Lee.
They're jumping on it.
It is Miles' hammer, so she wants to...
They got to get just by this and then let it go.
The corner frozen on that yellow. Did they get a tick off their front red? It looked like it got redirected a little bit.
It might have been.
So Nick has a little draw with some backing for 2. It looks like he's going for the little tap weight with that ice.
Yeah, I think I take a little bit more and just use the backing.
I agree.
I don't want to bring that upper red into play because it could be dangerous.
So hammer on D. Seeing if Miles can get his 2. And they're trying to hold it. It's moving on them. I think they're going to get it by.
It's going to be close. It's got a lot of weight.
They might need this. Yep, they got their 2.
Yep.
The water out there is a hell of a lot better.
And this is the last Vice Rock over on C. Oh, that's B rather, not C. Sorry, last Vice Rock on B.
Steven's trying this little tap. He's going to get it.
It's going to peek out. Nope. Oh, they got a wall of guards. I didn't see those other ones.
That's going to be nice and deep
nice
undercover.
Yep.
Jay Posh is going to have some work to unbury that. I think he's trying to hit and roll in here.
Very early.
Yeah, a little tick and roll off of this yellow. And of the 12 rocks that have been thrown this in, 11 of them are in play.
That's not bad.
Let's see what John can do here.
It's close.
Close on the way outer
But
yellow. No, that's the wrong
he's
one.
on the wrong one.
He outcounted one of them.
It's not a horrible result.
No,
You might be able to tap that.
Yeah, that might be a setup for him on his next one.
There's a lot of guards up there, so you got to be careful.
Ed's looking to
I think he's
angle another one in.
Yeah, I think he's just going to try the same tap on that outer yellow. It's a lot of ice that far out on the sheet, but we'll see what happens.
So here comes Ed for his first. He would love to find a way to get 3 this end.
I wouldn't touch that rock at all. It's got a lot on it.
Just over curled on him.
Yes,
weight ended up really nice. Just a little too much curl.
But I don't mind that. Having it out there on that wing, you might be able to get to a hit and roll placement over there, but it's not going to be easy.
Check in on sheet D.
Just trying to get this one to move. I don't think it's going to move that much, though.
And now the force is on for Miles. Well, he's just putting up a center guard. Oh, it's still early in the end. I thought they were further along. They're still on their second stones. They want this in the rings, I think, don't they?
I don't know if this is going to get far enough over for him. That yellow's pretty exposed still.
And let's see what John can do against 2 here.
Oh, he might
this
be poking a
jam.
third.
Let's see, is that, I think that's
it's a
3.
third.
Yeah, that's a big break for Ed. He's got a shot for 4 here if he can get around that red on the left. You see anything else? I think that's the shot.
I think that's the shot. I don't think you can get around far enough on the right. The only thing he's got to watch is he doesn't want to pull what J-Posh just did and bump a red up.
Absolutely.
And
he is sitting 3, so first, do no harm. They're looking at coming around the other way. He didn't like that red.
I don't mind this. There's a couple of yellows up top, but the scary thing is, again, that red that's already in the 12-foot over there could be a danger.
Pick your poison. We got reds on both sides that he has to avoid here. This red is over buried, so if he gets to it, it'd be hard to push it too far, so he thinks this is the safer option. I think he might be right. I think they need to be on that, and they're sweeping it now. Go to the 4-panel view here.
It's just light,
just 3.
No harm.
Yep. He got his 3, and that brings him within a couple. So 4 to 6 on sheet B.
Makes it a good game again. They're up close. We're on Skip Stone's over on C. Mike Hartman's throwing his first.
Mike's first. What's he trying? A little tap back?
I think he's trying to get a little tap back or a little draw in there with that yellow rock. It's cutting hard. I think he's going to get
for the tap back. They might want to.
I think they're sweeping for the draw now.
Pivot to the draw.
Oh, it's just a little heavy.
Yeah. They were trying to get a piece of that yellow. Check in on our feature sheet. See if they can get this double.
I don't think
it's got the weight for the double, but they rattle them around again. Got one out. Yep.
And it makes it so you can do something with that yellow, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different options. I think a lightweight hit, maybe a tap back.
And let's see what Miles is lining up. Draw. He's just going to put another one in.
It's not a bad choice for him right now. I think I might even take a hair more ice than that, because I don't care if it's in the 4-foot.
I played on sheet D earlier today. I was pretty straight on that side. Might be okay around that guard. And want to be in. Left it a little short. It's not what they wanted.
A little short gives an opening.
Let's check in on Neil on sheet A. This is his first. He does not have hammer. He's looking to draw in. And they're sweeping it all the way. Well, now they're off.
Just letting it settle, trying to plug up some of that hole. I think I
you'd
probably.
like to out count the yellow, but they left it.
Yeah, I think I would have probably kept on it.
Yeah.
I want everyone to lose.
Yeah?
I would literally just This is heavy.
I will tell you, Jason, I'm getting distracted by the wonderful smells coming out of the kitchen here today.
It is smelling delicious. Meanwhile, we got a hammer on sheet C here.
See what Josh does here.
Josh is sitting 1 right now. He's just got to draw for 2 here.
Yep, I don't think there's any way to tick that yellow out to get 3.
Yeah, he's just, well,
that looks a little
heavy.
A little wide, a little heavy. He might be on his top red.
If he can get his top red nose with enough weight, he might have a nice plan B here, but I think it's staying out too wide. But it might have a little raise, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So we're on plan C here. Or for all we know, that was plan A, but they got it.
Hey,
all right.
It worked out.
The end result is 2 points. That's all that matters.
Well, one of the things I like to tell our newer skips, it's don't worry about calling the Olympic level shot. Just call the shot that is best for your team. And a lot of times, call the shot that you can have a plan A, plan B.
Right.
You never know when you're going to need it.
Back on sheet D. Cliff's trying to remove some of these yellows, and
he's going to succeed and
get one of them.
I sort of like the hit here because you don't want to leave that many chances for them to get a big end. Because you only have one in the house here. Get a second one, get a little roll the other way, split them up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got enough of a cushion there, just should be concerned with removing that yellow, and they'll be in the
now they want to keep their yellow around, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, they're not red. They are yellow. Okay. Yeah.
That's why I'm a little worried.
Okay.
They got.
Yeah, they don't have hammers, so they want to put another one in. Be counting 1, 2, and hopefully not leave a double.
They're on it. They got Logan trying to hold it. That may not be what they wanted.
That is not what they wanted.
Not at all. That leaves
That's
it even
a break
further.
for Lee. She can be line 4 at the end of the shot. This is her first of 2 with hammer. Chance to get back in this game.
I like hitting this and sort of rolling back out. Just a little to the edge with the other 2 O's over there. Keep the center open. Make them have to make a good draw.
I don't mind the nose hit or even roll to the center.
Yeah.
Because if Miles is able to bury one back here, that's going to really spoil your fun.
Yeah, I just don't want to give them something to freeze on in there that cuts you out, you know.
Yeah.
Because they need some points this end. We got a good setup for it.
And I think we've got dueling hammer shots going on here, so maybe we'll stay on the wide angle. On sheet A, it's a hammer. And sheet. Okay, that was a nice hit by Lee.
Yeah.
Catch the end of it there.
Yeah. And I think there was a nice hit on A for the juniors to get a point.
Hit for 1 on A?
Yep. Well, Jason, I'm going to run for a minute. I've got to get ready for the next draw here, get set up. I got one more round of ice prep today.
Okay.
But
thanks for joining us, Carl.
And we'll get on there soon enough.
All right, appreciate it.
That's wishful thinking.
Yeah, I thought maybe it might come back around. Well, what do you think about tapping this back? You want to rate? Okay.
All right, so the pressure is on for Team Miles on sheet D here. They've got a lead of 4, but Team Franklin is lying 4 right now with hammer. So it looks like he wants a little hit and roll under cover. And he could end up in shot and put Lee in a tough spot. And it looks like they're on the guard. And they spilled another one in, but they spilled themselves, and they're out counting one of them. So Team Franklin is still lying 4. She would love to figure out a way to remove that yellow, but she's just going to be happy to draw for 5 here. So a chance for Lee to take the lead here in the 5th end. Came up a little short on B, and let's see the hammer shot here for Lee. She can draw in for 5. If she comes up short, it'll be for 4. And it's looking pretty good. So we've got a game now going into the 6th. It is Team Franklin 6, Team Miles 5. Again, sheets A, B, and C are B event games, and D is our sole A event this draw. Ed's trying to battle back on B from a 5-point deficit. He's now down by 2, but without hammer. It looks like he's trying a little raise on the yellow and the 12-foot there. Check out this shot. And they're not sweeping it. They need it to curl, but now they're on it. I think it's a little light. Yep. Boy, that really went. And joining me now is Mr. George Kitchen. How are you, George?
I'm good, Jason. How are you?
Good. So we've got...
How about number 28 trying to get her second win?
Is that Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's battling back. He had a nice A nice break in the fifth there when John spilled one of his in and gave him 3.
Gave him 3. Well, good.
And so sheets A, B, and C are B event, and our lone A event is over there on D. And Lee just had a huge end where she got 5 to get back in the game.
Oh boy, good for them. This C and C's been really close.
Yep. We've had a lot of rocks in play on all the sheets this draw. It's been fun to watch.
They got quite the wall going on here in sheet B. It's like they're afraid of the house.
John's hammer here. I think he might be trying to raise one of his reds in.
I think they got to go. Yeah. And the line.
Yeah, it's really hooking on him here. That's
tappy weight.
Yeah, that's tappy weight, as we said yesterday. It does cut off the raise on that yellow that Ed tried on his last shot. So what's Ed do here? He's not got a lot.
Yeah, I mean, John doesn't want to be short on that last bump. Yeah, you got to get there, right?
Absolutely.
Because all you're doing is just adding to the, the junk up front. Is there any kind of angle for yellow?
I think there might be. He's looking at that middle yellow guard.
Yeah.
Because you can even catch a piece of the one behind it, and there's a lot of good things that can happen if he catches that thick enough.
So Jason, if you got to hit 2 rocks out front and bump the second one in through 4 foot, what kind of weight you throwing?
Oh, hack, at least, I think.
Oh, yeah. Hack? So
yeah, because you're not hitting them straight on either, so you got to have more weight.
Yeah. It's a common fault with regards to bumping. So if you got 1 rock and you hit it nose, I think you're like up front, you're throwing back 8.
Yep.
But if you hit it on an angle, you can really throw a lot of weight at that rock on an angle. So he's got 2. I'm surprised he's coming this way. So I think you're right. I think you can really put some weight to it, and I think he has. Oh, they should be sweeping this.
Now don't comment the live view. You got to look at this at the monitor here, what the feed sees.
Boy, that bend.
That's not what he wanted, but John's got another raise here for 2. Problem is the weight to get to it is going to be maybe too heavy.
So he's playing the red on the far left, right? Well, not, sorry, the one in between the 2 reds. Is that correct?
You think he's playing this one?
Well,
top 12 or the one way out on the wings?
Not with the ice on the edge of the sheet.
Oh, I didn't even see where the broom was.
But my question is, would you not hit, even though the angle isn't great, wouldn't you hit the one on at 1 o'clock? Oh.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at, but
I don't. Okay, let's move to another sheet.
Well, you even have this right here. That yellow and red was loaded up.
Yeah.
It just needs to get it back a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
Over here on the right-hand side.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll talk to John about that after this sheet. That was an interesting shot.
Yeah.
So, see.
Yeah, Mike's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, red's controlling. That's what we talked about earlier, is controlling the end with those 2 red rocks on either side of center. I mean, that's just dominant red. Yeah. Just what do you do here if you're yellow? I mean, you have to draw, but you leave it open. It's a takeout. You got raises all over the place.
Has Mike got 1 left? Yeah, I think Mike's only got one left after.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be.
So be drawing for one, be up 2. That's a big shot.
And Team Ledford just wants to bury one in the 4-foot here. Top 4-foot. Take a look at the 4-panel view here. He's asking his front end for the weight. How heavy is it?
I think
a little tap maybe now.
Yeah, so yellow has a draw to 8 foot for 1. To stay in the game, to be honest, right?
Yes,
I mean, you don't make this.
Has to touch some of the white ring.
Yeah, you don't make this. You're gonna be down 3. Big play here. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know about that.
So I came in late, so I don't know what the ice is like. It's got to be an ice call, right? So
this looks like he's calling a hit and roll under.
Yeah, but it's going to be a quiet hit and roll under too, as opposed to a draw to anywhere in the 8 foot. So maybe Mike hasn't,
he hasn't thrown many draws.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of hits.
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing with regards to strategy. You can sit behind the glass all day long, but unless you know what's going on in the skip's head, how things have been playing, it's really difficult to call.
Yep.
But you would think, just coming in off the street, you would think you're just in draw for 1. Boy, and this is light.
Well, he might.
Oh, every brush here, people. Every brush.
Oh, no.
I think that's 4.
So he was drawing in, I think. He just liked that port better than the other side. He knew that line, but just left it light.
I have to talk to him after this for that one.
Coming up with quite a list of people to talk to after this draw.
Mr. Jim Sutton over there. Why the call that way? You've been watching this game. Why did he draw that way as opposed to coming in the other way?
Jim has no idea.
But we still love him. Although he did not, once again, let's talk about Jim Sutton for a minute.
Yes, while we're on the subject.
Yep. He chose not to do the basketball.
He's made a couple choices in the last couple.
Last year.
Last year he did not participate in the rock band.
No. Maybe next year he won't participate in the bonspiel.
It's the rumor going around that there might be some
it's a rumor so far.
Yeah. On our feature sheet, Nick just made a takeout, rolled out a little too much. And Lee says, how much ice to hit this?
Wait a minute, what's the call here, Ed? Wait a minute, you want?
Ed's putting one out on the wings. I don't know why you don't draw under.
No.
Oh, now he changed it.
Now, there you go. Good job. See, sometimes it just takes a little bit of thinking.
He's got that backing.
Yeah.
This is the right call.
Here we go, Kathy. Help him out. Help him out. Put this in there. They're thinking about it. Oh, now they're off it. This looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. Let's go to the
you can be
4-panel view here.
Oh, nice rock, Kathy.
Wide.
I mean, they're going to draw it to you, but that's a good shot. Good for her.
Yep. Tough to remove it without jamming, so he'll just draw down, follow that in. This is Anna in the hack, ready to throw.
Oh, the
Second.
young Mullenix in the house.
right.
Yeah, it's good to see her. I've played with and against her. She's a very good curler.
Yep, she's on my Wednesday team.
Is she?
Love playing with her.
Yep. I think she had some commitments this weekend. I think this might be her first game this week, huh? A little strong.
Little strong.
And a shout out to the referees, right? And she.
Yeah, they're really focused on sheet C, all the refs. I don't know why they don't spread out a little.
That's the spirit of curling right there. Listen, I actually was, what was it, Friday morning, I think it was on the YouTube. They just came across on the screen. You couldn't miss them. It's good spirit from the Hartman team.
Yep. See what Neil's got brewing here on sheet A. A lot of rocks in play. This is Hammer. He's looking at.
Oh, you tap. Can you get through
yellow,
that
I
hole?
think yellow is counting if he gets a little tap.
You get through that hole for. Oh, that's two.
He got through it for two. Yeah.
Well, they might be looking at that second one. That's a nice shot
One
by
for
Neil.
sure.
Good job, Neil.
I think it's red all day. You can look at the white space behind those rocks, and red has more. So, yep, they're calling it.
From here, that looked like a really small port to get through, and he had a lot of weight. So good for whatever the result. It seemed like a pretty good shot here.
That was a great shot.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait till they hang the score to see if it was 1 or 2, but I think it was 2. All right. Ed's trying to draw around with his vices first.
Funny story, Jason. Last Saturday, me and a couple of my friends, a couple of curling friends, were out golfing.
Oh, just got it by that guard. A little strong.
And we finished up at Braley's to have a drink, and in comes the lake crowd. Nancy Ann and Chuck showed up. And they're Duke fans getting ready for their Duke game in the ACC, so that was fun to see them outside of the curling club. What a great couple they are.
Yeah, they're great. Great members.
Yep.
All right, they're trying to hold this line on B.
Is that going to come around?
Hit and roll under a little bit. It's hanging out wide on them. And
Yellow sitting 3. In B, right?
Yep, on sheet B, yellow's 3. And John says, let's be 4. Oh.
Well, Ed, welcome.
Oh, that's Ed. Ed's sitting 3. Yeah, so Ed is in control here. I think he wants us to end up in the top 12.
I think you're right. You cut off the draw, right?
Yep. Because you want to preserve those back 2 counters.
Yeah. The last thing you want to do is bring this into 8 foot or 4 foot.
I think they're on the back ones.
Oh, it's all, well, they should sweep it all the way back. Yeah. Is that rock enough? Yeah. Yeah, you're an 8 foot or 4 foot, they're hitting and rolling.
That's a little break for John here.
Yep.
And he'll just...
And they probably just learned the ice if you didn't know it already. Oh, yeah,
John would love to be top 4, but the pro side miss is being a little heavy, and they sit on that backing. And I think we've got a hammer on our feature sheet over here on D. I haven't checked in a while. Nick is trying to draw for 3.
And only needs 2, does he not? What am I missing?
And he overthrew it, so it is 2.
Well, we don't know what happened in 6 or 7. Oh no, this is 6.
That
I'm
was 6,
sorry.
so Miles takes the lead.
Yeah, my bad.
And this will be the last end. Looking at the clock.
Yeah, we got 19. Well, coming around. 1905.
So down 1 with hammer, Team Franklin.
Ed's talking to his group over here in B. Might have learned that from me. Talk to your sweepers.
Yeah.
Let them know, hey, this is the call, but if we're X, Y, Z,
Yep.
so they know what's going on.
I think it's make sure we're at least top 4. We can be deeper.
Yep.
We can't be light.
I think his line of delivery is not the greatest,
Oh, well.
but that doesn't mean.
This is only Ed's first, so I take that back. He wants to be top 12. I lost track here.
Here comes the rock. Look at this thing come off. That's a really
That's okay.
nice
Yep,
card.
settle right in the way there.
That's a really nice shot, Ed.
That will
Very
play,
nice.
as they say. So John still has the come around here to cut him down. I think he could maybe grab a piece of the forefoot. And let's check in on C.
Oh,
real
you think
fast.
that's all he has, eh? He's to come around. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, on sheet C, they somehow knocked that red back. Not quite enough. Good. Takeout on the way on sheet D.
All right, J Posh, let's see if we can make this draw.
And let's
So it's
check in on
got plenty of
J-Posh.
room. Plenty of room. So here it comes. You're just edge of 8 at best.
Ed's gonna have a, well, I think he's already sitting 4. No, sitting 3, so.
I think you hit that
I think he's
back
4. I think he's 4. I think he just draws.
Well, you know, this is one of the beauties. You have a choice. Are you comfortable with your draw? Then go for 5 with your draw. If you're comfortable with your hit for 5, right? Because I think you're right. I think he's already sitting 4.
Yep. And he has come roaring back in this game.
Number 28. Who did the rankings?
I don't know.
We need to talk to those people.
We know it was 3 experienced skips, but I don't think we ever got the names of who it was exactly. So
Beautiful thing is I have Ed and Kathy on my personal Facebook wall, and he's been commenting all weekend, especially before the weekend. I don't think we're going to get 1 point. 1 point.
Oh, well, look at him now.
He's getting ready to have 2 wins. That's out there.
that is way out there. They don't want to sweep that. They want to let that come back.
I think
In danger of hitting the sidewall.
the bumper. I think they'll be happy.
Well, they got a 4.
Okay, well, happy at least with 3. But I think you're right. I think it's 4. I actually like him playing the draw. You don't know if you're going to need your draw weight in 8. So if you get an opportunity to throw it in 7,
I like the draw.
Yeah, I think you throw the draw. Didn't work out for him, but.
Yep. There's tends to be a point of no return if you get out a little too wide on these sheets where it doesn't come back on you, and then you're in the frost. And
well, Ed's representing the Campbell Conference in the NHL this year.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means. I don't follow the NHL, but I'll take your word for it.
That's good.
So Ed, after 4 ends, was trailing 1-6.
Yeah.
He took 3 in the 5th,
Yeah.
forced them in the 7th, and they just put up the score of 4 here in the 7th, so now he is in the lead. And
can I repeat, he thought the over-under on him getting 1 point in his 3 games was out on Facebook. There is nothing wrong with that.
No. So back over to our feature sheet here in the A event. Looks like Miles is trying to draw and sit on that back red. And it's not quite curling enough for him.
So this will be the last end for sheet D.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Lee just needs 2 to win, and she has hammer. And she says, give me a top 8 on the center line.
Yeah, J. Posh over here in sheet B decided to hit that rock, and I think that still kind of a big fan of putting up a guard.
On sheet C, Team Ledford just threw their last of the end. It looks like they are lying 3 rather. So Mike's just got to draw in for 1.
Well, you draw in for 1. You got 2.5 minutes. Bring it on home, right?
Yeah, he'll be trailing 2 without hammer, but
I mean, it's doable.
It's doable.
Yep, 100% agree. I used the same word. So back in Canada, we touch thumbs.
Touch thumbs.
There you go.
Okay, that's kind of creepy, I gotta say.
Here it comes. Oh, they're sweeping hard. Looks like it's on the yellow. Tough break.
He might be shaking after that.
I think Mice decided to shake.
So as the refs make their way off the ice, let's check back in on G.
I think they call it a fair game.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anyone can accuse him of favoritism. So Nick is asking Hadrick to make this take out and roll under. And this is Hadrick's first of the Vice rocks.
I mean, you want to hit this fairly thick so you don't hit your own yellow, and this looks really nice. It might be no. Oh, they were more work.
Okay, they're all right with that.
Yeah, they were more concerned about bringing it over to the right-hand side of the sheet. That was a very nice shot.
That was a great result.
Yep.
Maybe better result than what I was saying, because they took away the in off for Lee here to get to. How do you? She's got to find a way to get 2 here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one's not horrible, right?
Yep,
So
one is a skip
in the
rock.
book that's here at the club, they talk about what is acceptable, what is okay, and what is non-acceptable. So acceptable, or the ideal is you get 2, but acceptable is 1, and we throw an extra rock.
Yep.
So I think here, you're playing button, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not behind the tee line.
Not gonna get
Not
there.
behind the tee line. Oh, the line's good.
Not gonna get there.
Oh, they caught it at the end. Oh,
Yeah.
well, don't swing.
Easy there.
Yeah,
It's shot, but it is wide open.
It's on the level of acceptable. So I think yellow hits and rolls inside.
Yeah, I think you want anything other than nose here.
Yeah.
Although nose isn't bad either, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about that, right? So you bring that yellow stone up 1. You don't have a double because yellow's going to jam on the red.
Yeah.
Right, if you put that here.
I think a little roll left would be good for Team Franklin, so.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think Team Franklin wants a draw game, and they got to get out of the hit and stuff that's going on right now.
Well, let's see.
That's a really nice shot.
Oh, that's trouble. So she's got to go for what? Well, the double doesn't even help her because she doesn't stay. It jams on her red.
We're still vice rocks. I think I mean, the angles are so bad. I think I'm running red on an angle.
Absolutely.
So you open it up, and maybe you clip one of them. Yeah, you have to open this up at this point, I think.
I was thinking we were on skip rocks, but yeah, we're still on vice rocks.
Oh.
Run.
The couple Franklin are going to go down and have a chit chat.
This is Cliff's last rock here, so remove that center guard.
No, I think Lee's right to have a chit chat about this. So last stand.
I think you throw good peel weight on the. You'd like to remove both of those guards.
Yeah, I mean, I think you come in with a little bit to the right-hand side of the red, and you drive it back onto the yellows. And see
you like to run back. Okay.
Yeah, because your red shooter is going to toss off to the right. And then even if you miss the 2 yellows, you've opened it up. I think they knew that was the call. I think the question for Lee it was which side do we come from. So
now,
she's decided on the in-turn.
How do you like a nose run back on the red?
Well, I mean, it's all good, right? Well, no. Actually, I don't like that because then you're not open. So the thing with the nose is if you don't make it, which say you nose this and you come in here into the 4-foot and hit that on the one side, you're not going to get that others. You're not going to get the second yellow. So I'd rather just open it up and let's go to skip rocks.
No, I think Cliff has the weight to.
Well, he's gonna throw it, right? Because this is, it's at least normal, which looks like it might actually be control.
They need to hold it. I think they need to sweep this.
No, they're gonna do what you said, Jason. Let's see what they do. All right.
Not.
See, that's the issue with that is you leave the red out front.
Yeah.
And then you still have the same issues, right? And yellow's going to probably mess this up again by putting one in, by the tee line in 12 or 8 foot. And they're going to stagger the angles for red.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather just let her go. I mean, if at the end of the day, the number one goal on that shot is to peel the front. If you end up getting something back there, that's fair. But you gotta open it up.
Yep.
How's Sheep B shaping up here for?
Looks like they're into the skip rocks, the first.
So red has hammer. Red needs 1 to tie, 2 to win.
That's correct, and they are looking at.
Yeah, so I think we saw this afternoon. Is Ed trying to, and I think he just cut off the center line a little bit, but I mean, you can't stop a 4-foot drop with 1 rock. But you can make it a little bit harder.
Let me take a look at the overhead here.
What would you do here, Jason? That's a good one for you.
So it's Ed's first.
Yeah, he can sit 3 if he wants.
Well, that red's out counting the back yellow.
Oh, okay.
I would put one full 12.
Would you agree
right
you want to be 1-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
1-2.
So the question is,
But you don't want to leave.
You want to be somewhere in the 8-foot.
Well, I like the 12-foot.
Yeah. Well, you have. Okay.
If he hits you and misses the double,
yeah.
He's not out counting you.
You're right. You can get a piece of the 8-foot and still be 1-2, but you want to be 1-2.
Yes.
We don't agree. Yeah.
Yes.
The only issue here is that you do open up.
Let's check in on Miles' last throw here on sheet D. He's gonna try and cover off this run back. And it's over curling on him. Will it check up? No. So Lee has the run back, the straight nose run back for 2. Or it's close on 2. I think it might be 2.
And over here on sheet B,
back to B.
Ended up a little shy on his draw. So I'm sure Josh is going to try to take advantage of that yellow guard and stick one in behind. Ideally in front of the T line, middle 4, top 4. See what he does here. I think we're going to get to J-Posh before Lee.
J-Posh first,
so,
yeah.
We'll try to get you all the action here, folks. Here it is. They're not touching it. Well, now they are. Nope. Now, oh. Boy, this might be really nice. Oh, no, this is really nice.
Might peek out the other side.
Sweep. Yeah, cut off that draw. Oh. Very nice shot.
Beautiful. Very nice.
And that's camaraderie right there with your buddies coming up and giving you a little high five. Good job. And
Lee is settled into the hack for the last shot of this game. She needs a nose run back on her red.
She throws some weight at that.
And they're trying to hold the line. Well, let me look at the monitors here so I don't get ahead of the feed. It's hanging out. Let's see.
Gosh.
Oh, wow. So she got 1. So it will go to Skip Rocks.
Oh, boy. That was so close to making 2.
That was very close.
I mean, that's an inch.
Been back and forth here the last couple ends, and
but they still got another rock over here in D. But let's see.
They've each got 1 more.
Yeah, let's see what Ed does here.
So
Ed's last rock.
Let me go to B here.
Oh, it's a little strong. Oh, can he?
Oh, a
no,
little
he's
tick
not.
off.
No. Slow. Stop sweeping. Okay. All right. I think what we have here is
it's full 8 for the win.
Yep. Regardless, that's a great showing by Ed's team. You just never know with curling. I mean, I love the guy. He plays on my team on Monday nights. And we say, well, they literally just put the team in at the last moment to get us to 28. And I love him for that. I thought that was a great move. And the fact they're competitive, having fun, winning some games. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
no backing.
John's
Jay
last
Posh. Oh. If Jessica's on it, Jessica's very good at judging weight. Here it comes. Need full 8 foot. This looks pretty good.
It looks good.
Oh, that's a winner right there. Look at that,
Look
Jay
at that.
Posh.
Puts it right on
That's
the
good.
pin. Right on the pin. That's the way to end it.
Good job.
That's a good one.
Nice win. That was a really nice game to watch.
Really nice.
All right, Jason, let's get over to sheet D for all the excitement.
Yeah, Nick's still thinking about that shot. He's been thinking about it for about 90 seconds now.
Oh my goodness. All right. Help me out here, Jason. What do we got left?
We got a shot for each skip left.
Okay.
Nick first. And I think he just wants to
He wants to
chip this red out of there.
Oh, no. I think you freeze.
Look at that ice, though.
Freeze to the red and force? Or chip it? I guess we'll find out here in a second. Oh, it looks like it's over curling. They're sweeping hard. Here comes Logan. He's holding it. No, it's on yellow. Yeesh.
So the tie is assured, assuming she doesn't knock her own out, and she's trying to figure out.
What do you think that shot was for Nick? Do you think he was trying to chip, or do you think he was trying to force and just freeze to it?
I think, well, he put his broom on the edge of the force, so that's only like two feet of ice. I think he was trying to hit.
So he's going to chip that out.
So
all right.
A little tap back. They only have to move that yellow back about 8 inches.
Yeah, advantage Franklin here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you don't make this, you just threw a draw, and Nick did not. So I think you got to give the advantage to the Franklin team here. See what she does here.
We got this cozy here. We had a straight, they had a game to sit here. Yeah.
She just has to hit this red as close to nose as possible on either, well, not on either side, but as long as that yellow moves a couple inches, she's got 2.
I mean, you do have the ability to skinny off reds, right? And get to your yellow. You don't want to touch that front red.
You definitely come this way.
Yeah.
Because you can, like you say, redirect off of those 2 reds.
The last thing you want to do is hit this red, and then
you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, you lose the game with that one. So, and you can skinny. So you got to get the right line. They're talking amongst themselves.
I played on the sheet
on.
at 1 o'clock. It's pretty straight on this line. So as long as she is bored or more, she should stay off her shot rock. If she hits the broom here, let's see. We'll try and call it as it appears on the monitors.
It kind of looks like a hack weight shot, so it's the weight I see from here.
And they're sweeping it, and now they're off.
Oh boy, this is close.
I think it's coming over. That looks nice. And that's a score of 3 to win the game.
Miss Franklin.
Big comeback for the Team Franklin.
What a wonderful shot that was.
Well, that's all for this draw. Jason Lee and George Kitchen signing off.